Hello everyone, and today, or welcome to Vanguard Days. Yes, we're gonna play Vanguard Days today, but before we're gonna start, I'm gonna explain you a little bit about what am I going to play. So first thing first, this is my second run on the Vanguard Days, and as you guys can see right here, I'm selecting my D skill to VP boost. I will explain you after this, but this is my second run to play Vanguard Days because I already finished with the main story, which is Yuki Ichidoji or Rasen's sister. So once you finish the main story, then you're gonna open Rasen as a character and play his side of the story. And for his side of the story, he's only using ROROWA deck. So to make this run fun and well have a bit of challenge, I will only allow myself to play ROROWA deck and only ROROWA at that matter. The reason is, if I can show you right here the deck load, when you play with Yuki, you will fight against Rasen, and Rasen deck list is actually ROROWA deck list. So I tune up a little bit of the deck list and change a couple of the cards inside, and if you want to know what is deck list, just let me know in the comment below. But yes, I changed a little bit from what Rasen actually playing, and yeah, not just that, I will not be able, or I will not allow myself to use other this skill, so I'm only using this skill, which is VP boost. And in this case, I just want to collect more VP point to craft some stuff and to open some pack at that matter. So yes, that's the only gameplay that I want to show, and let's jump into the game.
ちょっとお姉ちゃん。それはねえ。でもちょっとラセンねえ、僕はどうしてよし。あ、ごめん。ラセン。ラセン？わかったわ。
いらっしゃいよ。
豪雪さん、
俺は中野同士。
一同時螺旋です。
どうだ？ああ。どうだ？
だから。
ああ。おい。行くぞ。
行きます。
So here we go. We come into the game. We're going to use ROROWA deck. I will explain the deck profile if you want to know. There's not a lot of changes. It's still pretty much basic ROROWA deck because we still haven't got DBD06 or DBD07 and some future set that actually help you to play the deck. So I draw into a bit of a bad card here. I should actually redraw some cards, but I only choose a couple of cards and still get the same bad card. So this skill activated for the VP boost 1.5. So I discarded my normal order because we not going to use it during the first turn. Of course, doesn't have a target, so ROROWA right face call a plant token. So ROROWA is a pretty fun unit that you get from DVD05. If you play the real life game, it's one of the 5 glitter deck that they introduced into the game. All of the 5 glitter characters are actually based on their Vanguard like web novel. So yeah, it's a pretty fun card to play. It's based kind of similar to almost a Neo Nectar but with multi attack. Here's the Eugene right line actually deal critical, but I checked to heal. Yeah, that's not going so well. But next turn came, I discard my draw trigger, or I believe my draw trigger or the grade 2 normal order. I think it's a normal order. Yep. So I'm going to activate the skill, retire my plant token to get an additional plant token. So here is my first misplay that is really bad, because I'm trying to rush but I put the wrong card and didn't count it right. So I call this, activate the ability, CB1 to sack 2 unit and to gain 5,000 for each, and draw a card, which is also a bad card. Here's call that card, and I call this one on the left side of the field, and the effect didn't trigger. Also call this one bad. Yeah, it was a bit weird gameplay right there. So I forgot to move the grade 1. As you can see, I just realized, oh shit, I didn't move the grade 1 into the front. So yeah, I only have like 2 attack. So I attack this. I believe I get the trigger. I know. I got the. I've got the Aurelia. Hey, here, yeah. They got the critical trigger. So the other opponent actually used Eugene. Eugene is one of the cards that being introduced early on in DVD01, I believe, second right line of Dragon Empire, which is, I don't know how to say it. It's not really good, but recently it got some great support to make it kind of relevant to the game, and it's actually pretty strong too. But the cost is pretty heavy, and to miss a lot of miss attack. But here you can kind of see how aggressive the player do to my unit. So I got a critical trigger. I put the power to my Vanguard, of course, but it doesn't matter. It's one second attack. So here we go. I discard a draw trigger because I can use the grade 1 skill. But I think I misplay again here. So yes, I was supposed to call or essentially retired first to gain power, but yeah, I misplay a lot in here. Not a great showcase of this deck, but I'm still trying to learn to play ROROWA deck because Stoichea as a whole is not my main deck, so I try my best to actually play the deck, but I make a lot of error with this deck. So I retire 2 of my units right there and draw a card but doesn't get anything. Then we CB1 with Momoke with Nahia to get a Momoke token, and when got the Momoke token, activate ROROWA skill, which is always one to call supposedly up to 3 plant token, but I only call 2 plant token because I don't have enough space. Get them killed with Momoke token. Call card. I misclick right there. I'm supposed to not. I'm supposed to pay the cost to actually call another token to make Momoke even bigger. So I also made a misplay by playing the normal order. I was supposed to not play the normal order, so that got me off guard a bit with this deck. But I call a great one nonetheless. And at first I'm gonna go into battle phase. First thing first, I'm going to make a 4 consecutive attack here. Attack with Vanguard first with 26. Got a no guard, and I believe I didn't check any trigger right here. Oh yeah, I checked a critical trigger. Yeah. So critical to Vanguard, power to the front row, the left. I forgot this name, but like her name, sorry. My opponent doesn't check any trigger, so bring up to 20k. I can still kind of attack, but I cannot attack the Momoke token, so I attack the rear guard just in case. And my right side unit can actually attack, and it's going to hit. And here's how the error started, I believe. I soulless the skill to gain power, and I don't have any soul left. Remember, I don't have any soul left. This will come to bite me. Well, just because I don't have any soul to activate data skill next turn, and I also cannot, like, I protect here. Yeah, I protect my rear guard with intercept.
Vanguardにアタック ドライブチェックだ ドライブチェックだ
So I protect. She's going to check. No trigger, so it doesn't hit. So my Redlina is still safe, but I only have 2 cards in my hand. I'm gonna get 5. Let's see. I believe I use the skill to call Momoke token. I ran out of card blast, but I still want to call Momoke tokens because it's pretty good. I think I retired. Yep. So counter charge, use skill, took out 10 token. But here's the other misplay that I made. I do call 3 blend token, right? But I forgot that I didn't have any soul left, so I cannot use Redolina skill during the battle phase. Right here, I only set 2. Then I want to call a unit, but then realize it. No, I cannot afford to call a card from my hand because it's important to guard next turn. But here's, I'm gonna check. No trigger at first, and also a heal trigger next. But I didn't heal. Here's the bad part about that. I didn't heal. And I attack my plant token because my plant token just got power, 15k with intercept. Momoke token attacking. Also 15k. And guard. And here's my miscalculation. I thought that I will be able to use the skill, but I didn't have any soul to use. Over the next turn, using the skill of Eugene. And then all the attack with Vanguard. Kill one. Pick ability to resolve. Here, another mistake that I make is to retire my Momoke token to gain additional power, but I use PG. Here's the mistake. I use perfect guard. Yes, I just did that. So I retired my Momoke for nothing, basically. Momoke is being retired for nothing. Also, he got a critical trigger at that matter, but PG, so doesn't hit. Wow, it's still a long way, but again, draw an over trigger. It was really bad. I didn't have any skill to do, so I just used Redolina skill to call Momoke, so I have a free booster at back even though I didn't retire any unit. So I attack with 13k. It's just 13k. He got with 28. So I get a critical trigger. I was betting on all up to my Vanguard because my deck is pretty thin now. It's around 22, so the chance of getting trigger is pretty big. But I didn't get the trigger, so it's kind of bad. And then Radelina will attack with Momoke token boost and guard with 5k. 5k. Sorry, 50k. What the hell? I'm about to say 50, but it's not 50, so it's 5k. So Eugene activates the skill and superior call a unit, but he actually superior call his perfect guard. So that's pretty thick, boy. It's a 50k, 55k. But what was wrong with this is that I can just take it because I'm still at 4 damage. So now I'm at 5 damage. I'm just gonna throw a PG. Remember, I already have the grade 3 one that replenishes the soul. I believe the name called what is it again?
Vanguardにアタック
Inlet Pulse Dragon. Yeah. Inlet Pulse Dragon. But I got a ROROWA right there. Then I got a Radelina. And I thought myself, maybe just call Radelina and use the skill. But again, I forgot about this one. Activate the skill to call plant token, but change to like CD1 called Momoke token. And I used the Soul Blast one to call a Momoke token. So that's another misplay. There's a lot of misplay in this gameplay, but just a bit of showcase how, and I'm trying to learn how to play ROROWA basically. So as you guys can see, ROROWA have a lot of things that you can do, but at the same time, you do run out of resources a lot. So for me to learn that this deck cannot abuse a lot of counter blast, or either like the mechanic of soul blasting, so you really need to maintain your soul and maintain your damage, or keep your damage in check so you doesn't run out of counter blast. For this attack, I'm lucky enough that you throw a card so you cannot guard my next attack. I got a draw trigger right here. I can pump up my Radelina. Critical trigger, pump another one to my Radelina. And my Radelina is 40k. So if I have a soul right here, my Radelina will be 55k with 2 crit, if I remember correctly. So it will be pretty big, but I didn't have a soul, so I cannot use anything about that. So another unit skill, retired my Vanguard. That is 5k, so I'm gonna use the draw trigger that have an additional shield plus 5k. Try that, and Eugene going to attack. This Eugene is pretty big, and I only use over trigger because I already know the over trigger being called already, or in drop zone already, so I don't really afraid about that. And here's my final turn basically. Didn't get any card that pretty good, but gonna move Radelina and call the Impulse Inlet Pulse to regard circle. Call a critical trigger for additional boost for that. I'm a Vanguard attack with 13k. Gonna guard, of course I'm gonna guard. But it doesn't matter because I still have 2 units that can essentially attack. Check a trigger, but there's no trigger there. So it's all or nothing right here. If my opponent guard, then I pretty much lose the game. And we guard. And you can see if he check a heal, he doesn't check a heal. So I win the game. I win the game. It was fun, well lasted, but yeah, it's pretty hard to play ROROWA. I'm trying my best to learn about the game, but we continue with the story.
またな。
ありがとうございます。どうしよう。
So yeah, that's for the game. I got a free card right here, but that's it for this gameplay. If you want to know more about this deck, I certainly will do a next or second episode about this one if you are interested. If you want to keep supporting, don't forget to leave a like down below. I do play this. I do want to play with Rasen and only with ROROWA because it seems fun. It seems like a challenge to play only ROROWA and using the character as well, and cannot use the D skill also, or Dirde skill. So yeah, let's see in the future what we can actually pull with ROROWA deck. And thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna see you on the next Vanguard Tier Days Rasen story. Bye bye.